All right, we are back with another Pick'em video. Going to be talking NFL in this one. I know it's a little bit later in the day, but I am in the middle of a move. That's also why my audio is horrible. So just moving a bunch of stuff from my old place to my new place. Really don't have anything sitting in an empty room right now, which is, echoey and, just bad quality. So apologize for that. I apologize for this coming out late and not being able to attack the Sunday night or the Sunday football slate like we normally would, but wanted to bring you guys a Sunday night football play and a Monday night football stack that I really like. Going to be doing on Underdog. If you don't have Underdog, definitely go ahead and hit my link in the description. They 100% deposit match up to $100. They also give you like a free square on your first entry. So, really helpful there. They also have, different than PrizePicks, they have flash sales, especially for NBA when players are just like a late scratch for the game. So let's say, for the Sixers, Embiid gets ruled out late. Tyrese Maxey gets like pretty much a free square for like 30 minutes. So definitely check out Underdog if you're not on them. And the reason I'm doing the Underdog today specifically is just because I like that three-man stack on Underdog, a little bit better value there. So let's go over to our video picks from last time. Also, guys, if you're new to this, definitely go ahead and subscribe. This isn't our usual, schedule. I do like to get videos out earlier, but again, kind of getting my footing in this new apartment. So again, apologize for that. But let's go over the video picks from last time. Really good day in NBA. Gave you guys 15 free plays. One of those, or two of those plays were in the Discord. One of those was a video pick plays. These were the video picks. The Timberwolves boys ended up not getting there for us. I guess Mike Conley went too much. So they were our only misses in our video plays. Everyone else was solid for sure. Not going to go too far into these, but De'Aaron Fox, a lot of people thought he was going to have a great game. He did. Cade, this was an easy one. And then Rozier, he continues to kind of pick up the slack for LaMelo being out of there. So definitely attack some value there. This was another good value play, and he stayed under pretty easily. So pretty solid there. And then I said I was going to give you guys another play in the Discord, which I did. That one went 5 for 6, so nice profit there on the double up. Chet was the only guy that he just went under too. He started the game off slow and then picked it up a little bit against Dallas, but ultimately didn't get there for us. And then the community play, if you're new, not in the Discord, definitely go ahead and join. We do a community play as well, like on top of the free picks, where I let everyone, vote on like the star of the team that's playing that night. So we had like 1 million games last night. So Sengun, Shea, and Paul George got the most votes. And then we go for like the best value play for that over. So the best value over for that individual player. So we've been pretty solid on our video or our community plays. We hit our first one, so that was awesome. Literally our very first one. So this is like our third. We'll take the 2 for 3, but we like to profit on those. So yeah, this is a little Discord plug. Definitely hit the link in the description if you're new. You get the free picks and the community play. There's also the Rich Club. You can join that. Get all my slips, and it's nothing crazy. It's $19.99 a month. And it's really trying to get this free trial working. You should get a 7-day free trial. If it's popping up, let me know. But from my end, from testing, it's not working, and support just can't figure it out just yet. So the free trial will be coming. If you don't want to wait, definitely go ahead and join the exclusive. But let's get into the board here. Again, talking on Underdog. We'll talk the first game for the game tonight, the Sunday night game, and then we'll go over the Monday night stack opportunity that we got. But we got the Chiefs and the Packers. This is a 5-point spread for Kansas City, obviously being the favorites here. Packers dealing with a lot of injuries. No Musgrave. Reed was questionable. Looks like he's going to play. But one of the plays I like the most is a Jordan Love line. So we'll start right there. Obviously, 5-point spread showing on RotoWire. This is obviously going to vary throughout the platforms. But let's go to Jordan Love, if I can spell his name right. Let's go to Jordan Love. We're going to go to his 19.5 pass completion. It's going to go over this. So obviously, again, we talked about the game script here. They're underdogs by 5. They could get crushed, but if they keep it close, Jordan Love should be slinging this ball down the end of the game, fourth quarter, and things like that. Let's go to Outlier. Any of these tools I'm using, they all have free trials as well. Definitely check them out. They make it seamless and easy to bet on sports, even if you're not very knowledgeable on it. But when you are, very useful tools. Let's go to Jordan Love. Go to his Pass completions, 19.5. Going over this. And the reason is not only because he's been crushing this line, gone over this in 8 of 11 games on the year, including, 6 straight. Obviously, the matchup's difficult. The Kansas City doesn't give up a whole bunch of pass attempts per game, pass completions per game, passing yards per game. So that's the only kind of like, hey, is that going to work there for us? But again, 8 of 11 games, looks really solid. Game script looks solid. They got it at a 3.5 spread. So again, if the Packers can keep it close, that makes a lot of sense that Jordan Love is making his pass completions. And also, if they are down in that fourth quarter and have to get a few more, receptions, they'll be slinging it to try to come back. So definitely a solid game script play, and the odds are loving it as well. Let's go over to Odds Jam. This kind of tells us what other sportsbooks are doing and where they got this line, what the value on the line is. Let's go to Jordan Love. Go ahead and apply that. And it looks like we got the pass completions right there on the top, 52.95% chance to hit. That's pretty solid with the other data points we got. FanDuel's already got this at 20.5. Pinnacle, that's screaming off the page, minus 144 to go over this on Pinnacle, known as one of the sharpest sports books. All the sports books here, Bovada's got this at minus 145. Everyone's favoring this over. I gotta plug my laptop in, but everyone's favoring this over. And again, we talked about the game script and everything like that. This is looking like a solid play. Now, I don't have a stack for this one, but do want to get you guys another play in this game. And it's going to be on the other side of the field for the Chiefs. If I can find underdog. And let's go to Rashee Rice. Going over receptions here. This is a lot of push potential. If you're scared of that, don't play it. But, I couldn't help but notice the over 3.5 is much more likely than the under 4.5. So let's jump over to Outlier, kind of check out what I'm talking about here. He's been killing it. He gets, very, very consistent targets. And last game he had most targets ever with 10. So let's go over to this page. Yeah, 10 targets last game against Las Vegas, but very consistently gets 5. That's about his average, 5.1 targets, and gets 80% of his receptions. He's completing those. So he's definitely involved in the game. He's the second biggest or most common target next to Travis Kelce here, and the matchup is again not the best. Green Bay's obviously got a solid passing defense. But if we look at over 3.5, we got this at minus 198 value. So again, we're at 4.0 on underdog, but minus 198 value on that. Very often does he get 4. And again, odds are loving this as well. He's been picking it up recently. And the under 4.5 is a minus 130. So minus 198 to go over 3.5, only minus 130 to go under 3.5. Also, it's plus 110 to go over 4.5. So it's not even that bad of a line on 4.5. So I feel like we're getting a ton of value on that 4.0 line for Rashee Rice. If Mahomes has a big day, I'm sure he does as well. So yeah, it's definitely a solid spot for him. But I do want to see, always what other sportsbooks are saying. They are the billion-dollar companies that have a lot of money in these projections, in these lines, and everything like that. So let's go to Rashee Rice, find his page real quick. And we do see that, if my internet would load here. There we go. Over 4 receptions is his best line at 52.59% chance to hit. Again, we see the reason why. 4.5. Everyone's got this at 4.5. Now, if it's plus money or minus money, that doesn't really even matter to us. The only thing that hurts us if he got 3 or under. So we'll take the push. I'll take the push any day of the week with the data and odds saying that it's probably over this 4. So definitely like this spot for Rashee Rice. That's the 2 plays I'm going for this Sunday night game. Again, nothing crazy in terms of stacking or anything like that, but we hope it stays close and Jordan Love gets those completions, and then Rashee Rice goes over 4.0. And then going into the stacking opportunities, it's going to be all 3 Jaguar players. Just going to go simple and easy here. Going to start with Trevor Lawrence, go into his 240 passing yards. I'm actually going to go to his 258 passing plus rush yards, and I'll tell you why in a second. But Trevor Lawrence right there. Then we're going to go to Christian Kirk. Find his receiving yards at 50.5, and then we're going to go to Evan Engram. If I can find him. We're going to go to his 41.5 yards. So that's the 5 plays right here. If you don't want to hear me babble about this, go ahead and lock them in right there. Obviously, you don't have to specifically tail exactly what I do, but you can mix and match these. I think they're all great plays. And yeah, loving these. But I'll show you the data analysis, why I'm taking Trevor Lawrence, why I'm taking this stack right here. So let's go over to Outlier, see what Trevor Lawrence has been doing. And this one is very much matchup based. Oh, whoops, I'm in the wrong game. Right here. And we see his 258.8 or 258.5 passing plus rushing yards is definitely solid. He's gone over this in 7 of 11 games. And the reason I'm kind of comboing this is not only are they one of the worst passing defenses, they're also one of the worst rushing defenses. And to quarterbacks for rushing, this goes to 31st ranked in the league. So his rushing yard is very intriguing. It wouldn't be a very good stack if I just did, the quarterback's rushing yards, but I will show you that. If I can find it, rushing yards right here. I think it's at 13.5. This was at 11 at one point on Underdog, but has potential to get much over this. And again, to quarterbacks, they give up a ton of these. So if he's at a scramble spot, he could definitely get there. And then for his passing yards, find him right here. Right here, we got at 240.5, and again, 6 of 11 games he's gone over this. Very, very solid defense, or not a good defense, so very, very solid matchup is what I meant to say. So I think Trevor Lawrence has a big day, and the stacking opportunity is definitely there. So doing the combo there, just if he gets that scramble for 20 yards or 15 yards or whatever, gets a couple of those, would be awesome. And the odds, are liking it pretty solidly as well. It's definitely one of his best plays. If you look at PrizePicks here, and we look up, who are we looking for? Not Green Bay. Let's go to Jacksonville, and let's go to Trevor Lawrence. This is like a PrizePicks tool that RotoWire has just launched. It's free to use for a little bit, so definitely check it out and take advantage of it while it's free. This isn't integrated with Underdog just yet, though. It's only integrated with PrizePicks, and we do that passing and rushing yards at 257.8 or 0.5. We got at 258.5, but it's definitely one of their favorite plays for Trevor Lawrence on the day. RotoWire projections are saying, higher hit rate's been solid. Sportsbooks don't have this line, and then the pick'em sites are also favoring this. So really liking this spot for him. But yeah, so Trevor Lawrence at 258.5. Then we're gonna go find Christian Kirk, see what he's been doing. Go to his 50.5 receiving yards. And again, if Trevor Lawrence has a big game, Christian Kirk's going to be, one of the best recipients of getting those receptions. He's the biggest target share at 22.8%. Evan Ingram's right below him at 22.2%. You can look at Calvin Ridley too as well, if you think that he's going to have a solid game. But I like Kirk here. 7-11 games, he's been over that. What he misses, it's just barely on this line. Again, Cincinnati, bad defense in general, but to passing yards to receivers, to just overall in general, one of the worst, 26th ranked, 265 receiving yards allowed. So really like Kirk in this spot. Definitely a solid stacking opportunity. And then we'll check out Evan Engram as well. Go to his. Looks like the over 4.5, if that's popping up, is another really good play. But just going to stick to the yards here. 41.5 receiving yards. And again, 7-11 games, been killing it. Obviously started off the year really hot. Has been, dipped in production just a little bit. But to tight ends, this actually goes even better, almost the worst defense to tight ends at 70.8. This is obviously skewed with matchups a little bit, but looks like typically, tight ends are going pretty solidly against them. Again, number 2 receiver behind Kirk. Ridley we could look at as well, but this is the 2 guys that I'm liking. In terms of sports books, they're about 50-50, but if Lawrence does get there, I think Engram and Kirk are the biggest recipients for that. So that will be the kind of stack combo. Again, super excited to get back on my normal schedule, have like a normal setup, and being able to give you guys like the consistent plays at normal times. But I have been getting these videos out every day, kind of been sporadic on the timing, but it should get better, as I get situated in this spot. So let's go over the plays again. Jordan Love, 19.5 completions, going over that. Rashee Rice, over 4.0 receptions. This has a lot of push potential. Trevor Lawrence, this is our 3-man stack for the Jaguars, higher than 258.5 pass and rush yards. Christian Kirk, higher than 50.5 receiving yards. And then Evan Engram, higher than 41.5. So that will do it. Again, these are coming out for a Sunday night game and the Monday night game. I'm comboing up so I can watch both, and hopefully these guys hit for us, and we can have a fun Monday sweat. Let's make some money tonight, guys, and peace out.